there has been a turning point that has been 2022, and you see that there is also in these parties a change, including a generational change. The people who were there before, who had built the links with the Russians, who are still there, by the way, whether it's a national rally around Fidesz, etc., these people are increasingly isolated because the new generation is much more pro-Ukrainian. You know, there is a debate between Éric Zemmour and Alain Madelin, a French politician also on the right, who told him that, you know, the birth of a nation like Ukraine is something that as a nationalist should be talking to you. And to Éric Zemmour, it doesn't talk. Marine Le Pen has taken her distances. She's been very prudent on that. Jordan Bardella has already a positioning that is much more towards the Ukrainians, although he's not pro-Ukrainian. If you look again in Italy,
he talks about France's strategic autonomy. He talks about the fact that France has its force de frappe.
It's no longer pro-Putin, because the image of Vladimir Putin as the great power, the great maker, etc., is totally gone. He went from the chess master to the gambler who continues gambling until he gets what he wants, and that including in the voters of the far right. There has really been a change in how far-right voters in places, that's not the case everywhere. Germany is a separate case, but in places like France and Italy, people like Vladimir Putin are viewed in a very, very, very different light, and that's starting to show inside these far-right parties, and more particularly on the newer generation that are not tainted with the cooperation or collaboration, if I dare say, with the Russian authorities in the 2000s and the 2010s.